I urge every party to step up, pick up the pace and deliver. The need is urgent, the rewards are great, the time is short.
Time is against negotiators at COP29 to find common ground on the new collective quantified goals to fight climate change. Developing nations want developed countries to give them grants of $1.5 trillion per annum, as opposed to loans for the just energy transition to mitigate greenhouse gases in the air that cause climate change. Mitigation is funding of renewable energy, more efficient industrial processes, and eco-friendly transportation systems with less carbon emissions. UN Secretary General António Guterres has warned that negotiators are racing against time to find a deal in Baku.
The clock is ticking. COP29 is now down to the wire. I sense an appetite for agreement, but areas of convergence are coming into focus. But let's be frank, many substantial differences are still remaining. Success is not yet guaranteed. We need a major push to get discussions over the finishing line. To deliver an ambitious and balanced package on all pending issues with a new finance goal at its heart. Failure is not an option.
The UN Secretary General António Guterres, having concluded business at the G20 summit, returned to Baku to oversee talks to ease the work of COP30 in Brazil. Guterres warned that if no deal is struck in Baku, it will be very difficult to agree in Brazil next year at COP30. The UN has pleaded with developed nations to open their checkbooks to fund the NCQGs and mitigation for a better clean world.
To ministers and negotiators, soften hard lines, navigate the path through your differences, and keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Never forget what it is at stake. This is a COP to deliver justice in the face of climate catastrophe, to help move us closer to secure a decent world for all humanity. This is not a zero-sum game, and finance is not a handout. It is an investment against the devastation that unchecked climate chaos will inflict on us all. It is a down payment on a safer, more prosperous future for every nation on Earth. And so we must make progress, and we must use the progress we already made to build upon.
To negotiators, Guterres says it is time to move from the parties' initial positions and find common ground.
So now it's the moment to move from the initial positions and to find the areas of possible compromise. And my appeal to all parties is to do exactly that. Time to repeat the initial positions, I think, has come to an end. There is still time, it is still possible, and I'm confident that an agreement can be reached. But from now on, what matters is not what was the initial position of each party. What now matters is how to find a compromise that allows for an ambitious result in relation to the new global goal, because finance is in the center of this COP.
The United Nations Secretary General António Guterres has urged G20 leaders to instruct their ministers and negotiators to secure a compromise to secure a successful COP29 to achieve the new collective quantified goals, but the clock is ticking with an agreement not yet in sight to fund climate change. Samkela Masego, SABC News, Baku.